Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. Ain't no mileage of $4 configure the road I travel. Don't gravel, that probably baffle it. Label scribble on paper, they wanna shackle it. I own my masters and royalties, you can't raffle it. Wrist drip like a mango, fingertips like I'm Thanos. Knocking doors down, no bangles. Without a Kango, tailor-made. Walk with a limp, them bands is heavy, I need a brace. I am money, I guess the world is just a safe combination needed, not a coca key. I'm the extra lighter on the dresser. I know you need it, smoking out the competition, pouring up, we undefeated. What you heard, let's hear we eatin', talking about extra with a splash, extra acting bad, pull it like parades on parades, extra with the slab, pay what it cost for the tab, extra with the band, young Chris a king, better add extra on the. I go extra to be great, I go extra for the fam, I go extra for the cake, I got extras on the plate, I go extra every day, I got extras on the way. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra.
It's an afternoon probably best suited for skating in Central Park, but we're across the river and we are in for a cold one at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today we reach Week 15 and we've got a good matchup in store between the Washington Commanders and the New York Giants. The ball on the tee, we're set for football, and we are underway from MetLife Stadium. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They'll start on the ground with Gibson. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. These two teams met in our nation's capital earlier this season with the Commanders picking up the win at FedEx Field. So they are looking for the sweep here at MetLife. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Out of the gun, Herbert. Got it, right away, he lost the football. And the Giants have it, it's picked up. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Not only a fumble loss there, but a fumble lost on your first drive in your own territory.
Now you're dealing with a lot of stuff here because you feel bad going off the field because you gave up the football. How does your own defense feel now having to go out there and stop them when the momentum is clearly shifted in their favor?
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Barkley, inside handoff. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
On 1st and 10, Jennings. Finding more on the out route for the completion. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12. That's his first catch of the game and an impressive one against multiple defenders.
And how about that start? Really aggressive. Yeah, there was double coverage out there, but that didn't stop them at all. They went right at it and defeated it on that play.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Nine-yard line, 2nd and 6. They'll go to Barkley again. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
And oh, it'll be intercepted. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown. Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. And the kick is good, and the Commanders out to a 7-0 lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This fielded right at the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
To throw on second down, Jennings. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Elijah Molden. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And some space here. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you have
Gibson gets hit, and he fumbles it. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Well, this Washington defense, Charles, terrific in the victory a week ago.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down. The Giants at 11-2 now, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
It's Barkley on the counter. And some room to maneuver. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A try here for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. Right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That's their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And Washington will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10. On the counter, Gibson. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now it's Herbert. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
And that's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish it as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Leonard Williams able to record his 5th sack of the season. Santos' kick is up and through. So the big return had him fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a first down.
This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down. (10-7) our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Throwing on first down, Jennings. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, a tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. 93 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They'll run it again with Barkley. Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game, and I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
2nd and 6 with the ball on the 7. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Touchdown, Giants! Elijah Moore, his 19th touchdown now on the season as they have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle, and the lead is now 14-10. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Herbert off of play action. That ball caught by Harrison. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That one goes for 24 yards.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. He finds his man, complete. That's Harrison. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
This will be caught by Brown. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So really a nightmare of a first half for him, Charles. His 2nd lost fumble already.
And when they hand us a stat sheet, Brandon, and we see 2 lost fumbles, we usually think quarterback and running back, don't we? It's not often you see guys on the perimeter lose the ball like that.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Up the middle with Barkley. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
To throw on 3rd down, Jennings. Targeting Moore, and he's got him on the crossing pattern. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the 1st down.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. Elijah Molden up to make the stop. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
He's got the connection to Moore. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Well, they obviously red man covers their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender. Made him
what do you mean by that, Bert?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
On 1st down, Jennings. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And it'll be 2nd in a couple. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this 1st half of action. 2nd and 2. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jennings. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Another good completion on the drive as the Giants have a 1st down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamin Davis. And the Commanders will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Herbert's throw there complete to Allen. On the move past the 40. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's Herbert. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And he'll go right back to Allen. That's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 15-yard line. And now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Herbert operating from the red zone. They'll roll him out right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
Looking to throw again on second down. Herbert. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Herbert able to show his wheels as he gets the first.
I can't be sure how much of that was planned pre-snap, but it certainly opens up some avenues for their offense. And if he can stay a threat to break off those kind of runs, it'll pull defenders away from coverage and open up some choice throwing lanes for him moving forward.
On second and goal. Herbert flushed out right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Keenan Allen in the final seconds of the first half. And the Commanders have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and it's now 17-14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. They'll keep it on the ground again here. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a first down.
Second and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
Here's a give to Barkley. 153 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Second down, here's Barkley again. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
On first and 10, Jennings over the middle, caught by Bellinger. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Throwing on first down, Jennings. Another pass complete to Bellinger. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or two short here with third down coming up. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. Fourth down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
They throw it out right, complete. Touchdown! Kadarius Toney, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Giants have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Point after, right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Well, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
So the opening drive of this third quarter, they're trying to set the tone for the second half.
And without a doubt, they did exactly that. I've known coaches who have said the first 5 minutes of each half are so important to do exactly what you said, which is set the tone. I've also heard coaches talk about the first 5 plays. Let's go out and be aggressive right off the top. That's exactly what they did.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
And this drive was almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Herbert. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Here's a quick throw caught by Allen. And he's got room. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A little over 20 yards there, and in 2 plays, they've now moved the ball over 60 yards. That's how you draw up the run-pass option right there. You get a chunk play out of it.
And you know quarterbacks love to throw the RPOs because oftentimes they're in-breaking routes, but receivers love it even more. The ball gets to them quickly, allows them to put some moves on in the secondary.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Herbert now. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Leonard Williams able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Santos' kick is up and through, and that'll bring him back within a point. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the third quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send the message that says, hey, we're not going away.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right. Taking it right down Broadway. 20. A big play there on the catch and run. 71 yards.
I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run on the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
2nd and goal from the 1. Look at this, a tight end carry. And he is unable to get in. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's 3rd and goal. They'll go with a keeper. So call that no gain on the sneak, and now they're still a yard short here on 4th. So with a 4th and goal looming, we hit the end of 3 quarters of play. They'll run for it with Barkley, and I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1.
And Washington is able to come up with a goal line stand. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. A real opportunity for them. Their defense got the key 4th down stop. Now all they need is a field goal to snag the lead. From his own end zone, Herbert. And he'll find his man on the out route. That's Allen. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll bring up 2nd down. They'll go option to the short side. And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play, because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, They want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss.
He'll check that down to Gibson out of the backfield. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on third down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. He's got Harrison left side complete. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a first down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
Herbert off of play action. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Straight ahead, Gibson. 45 yards on the ground for him so far.
And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time, and that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert rolling to his left. Throw left side complete. That's Turner. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be second down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Throwing again on second down. Herbert. Caught by Allen. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection.
They'll run with Gibson.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Second down and goal. Herbert looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Harrison. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
For the lead, here's 3rd and goal. Now we've got whistles here before the snap, and I believe this is going to be on Washington.
A bad time for a false start penalty as they're backed up now for 3rd and goal. it's Herbert. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. Unsuccessful pass on third down, but at least you got 3 points here in your hip pocket.
Yeah, and I would take it from my hip pocket and put it right on the shoe of my kicker and go get those 3 points. This isn't even a discussion to me. This is a chance to take the lead after a good drive. Do it.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. 176 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Running again with Barkley on second down. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
He's a loss of a yard. Brings up 3rd down and 2.
2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the fourth quarter. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Back to throw. Jennings. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, Giants. Curtis Samuel, 69 yards. And the Giants use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the fourth. Important extra point up and through, and the lead is up to 5. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Herbert to throw. Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football. Count them now, 6 interceptions between last week and this week. Now, the 3 picks last week helped them to a win. They're in the driver's seat once more.
And they're the ones that are doing all the leading, aren't they? Right? The 3 interceptions last week, that led to a victory. 3 interceptions so far in this game, that has them out in front. We often think of the offense driving things. In this case, it's the defense, not just holding teams, but creating big plays for themselves.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Again, it's Barkley. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The Commanders going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. second down. Here's Barkley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. And the Giants will kneel it here out of the victory formation. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to put him a touchdown and a 2-point conversion up. And his kick here is good. And that'll push the lead up to 8. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you make... Oh, and a huge mistake late. It's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. Well, this game has not been short on intrigue, but that's the backbreaker right there, and it's going to put any hope of victory to bed.
Yeah, they knew they needed the touchdown, and when you have that little time remaining, they know they've got no choice except to go for broke, and that they did. But the interception, that means defeat.
So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants.
Well, Charles, when you look at the stat sheet, ultimately one thing sticks out like a sore thumb. One side lost this game because they turned the ball over 4 times, and that was just too much for them to overcome.
And that number might as well be in neon because you're exactly right. It just jumps up from the stat sheet. Your eyes go right to it. And with that many turnovers, they really played themselves out of this game. 2 careless